Hello and welcome back to LinguaFox, your shortcut to fluent speech. I'm Abbas Salahshour, and today we are going to talk about a very common problem that students in the elementary level until the advanced level struggle with. Many of you say, I understand movies, podcasts, even TED Talks, but when it's my turn to speak, I freeze. Let me tell you something important. Understanding is passive. Speaking is active. These are two different skills, like watching someone dance versus performing the dance yourself. Just because you understand English doesn't mean your brain is ready to produce it. Let's explore why. Well, this confusion is so common that even advanced learners feel it. I've taught students who could write entire essays and decode complex conversations, but still avoided speaking in class. The moment we feel on the spot, our passive knowledge hides in the corner. That's not your fault. It just means your output muscle hasn't been exercised yet. And that's good news because muscles can grow. Think of your brain like a sponge. You've absorbed tons of English, TV shows, music, lessons. That's input. But how often do you squeeze the sponge? That's output. Speaking, writing, producing. Most learners consume too much and produce too little. So the sponge stays full but unused. What we need to understand is that language fluency grows through use, not just exposure. So even if you understand, you need to train your brain to retrieve and build sentences in real time. Let me give you a very real example. I once asked a student to explain how her weekend went. She hesitated and said, I don't know how to say it. But when I gave her a few starter phrases, on Saturday, I blah blah blah, she lit up and shared everything with ease. It wasn't a vocabulary issue, it was a practice issue. If we don't produce language, it remains locked inside. Even a few minutes a day of active speaking can create huge, unbelievable changes. Let's talk about something deeper. The main blocker, fear. You understand the words, but your mouth does not move. Why? For one thing, you're scared of making mistakes. You fear judgment. You think too much before speaking. These thoughts block fluency like a traffic jam in your brain. The truth is that you don't need perfect grammar to speak. You need momentum. So start with this mindset. Better imperfect speech than perfect silence. I want you to remember something personal here. I've seen confident people in other areas of life. Engineers, doctors, artists become silent in English. Why? Because we often carry this fear of sounding stupid. But guess what? No one ever learned a language without sounding a little funny at first. It's not a weakness. It's a sign you're growing. It's a sign you're making the effort. You have permission to stumble. Just keep going. So how do we turn understanding into fluent speaking? I would suggest 3 powerful and very simple ways. Number 1, shadowing. Repeat after native speakers. Match their tone, rhythm, and pace. Try one sentence a day from a YouTube video or a podcast or the news. 2, 3-minute monologues. Talk about your day, your plans, or a memory for just 3 minutes daily. No script, just speak, and record yourself. 3, use what you hear. If you hear, I'm not sure actually, in a movie, say it 5 times, then use it in class. Input becomes output. Every sentence you speak is a brick in your fluency wall. These habits sound simple, and in fact they really are simple, but they work because they rewire how your brain stores and retrieves language. If you practice 3-minute monologues daily for even 2 weeks, you'll notice a change. You'll pause less, You'll hear yourself using real English. And best of all, you'll stop waiting for confidence to arrive before speaking, because it doesn't work like that. You speak first, and confidence follows. If you understand English, perfect. That's amazing. It means your input system is strong. Now it's time to activate your voice. It's not a language problem, it's a habit problem. Speak daily, speak bravely, speak boldly, and above all, speak messy. Let me leave you with this. Fluency doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from using what you already know. You're not stuck. You're just one conversation away from the next level. And you don't need 1,000 words. You need the courage to use 50 words well. That's how real progress starts. Every learner who has ever become fluent was once where you are now. They weren't special. They were consistent. So today, after this episode, take a small action. Record a voice note. Talk to a friend. Shadow a scene. That little step might feel tiny, but it's the beginning of a big transformation. You can send me an audio recording of yourself on social media platforms like Instagram, and I will send you a feedback on how to improve yourself. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.